Hey everyone, quick video. I wanted to conclude all my findings on this topic of the quote-unquote ninth of Av fulfillment of the next generation. And sometimes we just need to keep these things on the stove and meditate on them and such. Even though, as exciting as it is when you start finding these revelations, I think. Anyway, I'd like to tie the knot, so to speak, in my findings. I have edited my article and added information accordingly, and there is a little bit of information people might be interested in. I mentioned Psalm 2 of the Psalms of Solomon, including Psalm 8 of the Psalms of Solomon, give more astounding details. And through all this, you meditate on it, you can kind of paint a picture. How is our descendants, who will be rooted through the millennial reign, that they will eventually fall away? Okay, now in Revelation chapter 20, verses 7 through 10 or something like that, I have this all in the article. It's very clear that Christ will be reigning for 1,000 years. And when the 1,000 years are fulfilled, then Satan will be loosed to deceive the nations. And then the Gog and Magog war. Now the scriptures don't say how much time it will take to deceive the nations until the Gog and Magog war. Now, guys, you understand that everything is a foreshadow of something greater, okay? All right, what I'm talking about is the end of the next age, okay? I think people understand that. So it's pretty much a mirror of where we are now. We are at the cusp of the Gog and Magog war. Psalm 7 of the Psalms of Solomon, I'm going to do a video on this, it's amazing, gets into the 2 Chronicles 17 quote that everyone quotes, how God sends pestilence and plagues and famines before a great judgment. That's what we're seeing now. This is where we're at now, okay? So what I'm talking about that's going to happen, in after the millennial reign, the fall of the next age, that we are kind of there now at this age. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like a mirror. I don't know if you guys get me. So it's kind of where we're at, okay? So it's my understanding, not to get people upset, because I was very upset. I was under the impression that we ourselves will fall away and end up getting into idolatry and doing worse than our enemies are doing now. And that was just heartbreaking and upsetting, and I don't think that's the case. When we enter into the next stage, into the millennial reign, it seems that the average lifespan will alter, and I think the average person will probably live around 1,000 years. Restored to the time of Adam and Eve, or restored to pre-flood. I have the scriptures in my article in Isaiah that support all that. So we're going to be seeing generations of our children, our grandchildren's children. We're going to live to see that. So, I mean, look at Psalm 91. The end of Psalm 91 says, "I will satisfy him with long life and show him my salvation." That's a messianic prophecy to the millennial reign. So if Christ reigns 1,000 years, and our lifespan will probably be 1,000 years, then it'll be our children's children, or after we're gone, that's when the falling away will start to happen. That's when Satan will be loosed, when we finally die off. That's what it seems. So, I mean, as tragic as that is, it's just not as heartbreaking to think we actually ourselves will be going into paganism and idolatry and sexual immorality and all the, even worse than what we see now. I mean, that's just unbearable. I don't think that's the case. So I don't know if people are following me, this and that, but I do explain this in the article pretty well. I have edited it, so if anyone's interested, you might want to take a look. So I'm going to keep this topic on the shelf of my mind, keep looking for answers, but I'm generally not going to be making more videos on this. It's amazing that I find this stuff on the 9th of Av. Today is the 9th of Av. Yesterday was the 9th of Av in Israel. And so it's, of course, it's going to happen again eventually. But that's what I think the general picture is. And so I wrote about it in my blog, and there are more details to look into. Besides Psalm 2, Psalm 8. So anyway, okay, guys, that's my video. God bless. I hope you're all doing okay. God bless you.